Hey everybody. This video isn't scripted, so it might be a little bit unfocused, but I'll try to get an actual point out. I ran an experiment on yesterday's stream where I play on defense for 12 games. It might have been longer, but I got bored. You'll see why in a moment. I played on every map in the game twice, because there are 6 team objective maps that you can play right now, with Coxwell being removed. Out of those 12 matches, I won on defense every single time except for one. I did have teammates to coordinate with except for on that first one. Before you claim that the teams were stacked or the people on the attacking team were not very good, there were several very good players on the attacking team, including Fleeing Peon, who's the best team objective player I can think of, and Colin, who won the Tournament Grounds Trial by Blood qualifier tournament pretty handily. He could have easily gone to the finals of the real Trial by Blood tournament, but I don't think he made it. I knew what the result of this experiment would be going into it, but I still had to prove it. It's not very good or healthy to just claim something without any proof. So with this, we can see defense is it's pretty much just better than attacking. But defense is very frustrating, especially without teammates to coordinate with. You know, you might have heard these results and gone, well, that doesn't really make sense. That doesn't match up with what I experience in my games. And that's a very valid point. You in your games probably do not have defense winning very often. In fact, it's probably the opposite. Attack is probably winning more often than defense in your games. But because of how people play this game in a public match, most people are not actually defending the objective. Most people are just killing, and they don't care. And that's fine, but the problem with that is when you want to defend an objective, you want to try and defend the objective, and your team isn't helping, it can feel like defense is impossible. Meanwhile, attackers are generally being funneled into the objective naturally. They don't always do the objective, but it's just kind of where the action is. Most experienced players also switch to attack, including myself, simply because it's more fun and more engaging. There's more things to do. When you're on defense, most of your gameplay is going to be sitting in a spot and waiting for people to come at you, or ignore the defense objective and go run and find people to kill. And this represents the very clear problem this game has. Defense just isn't fun. It's not rewarding. You win a match on defense, and what's the reward? You get to go to a new map? What if you got to play on your favorite map for 5 minutes because you just didn't lose the first objective? That sucks, doesn't it? Broodhelm's my favorite map. Why would I want to win on the gatehouse? We don't get to push the ramps through the city. We don't get to capture the courtyard. Nothing. It's just, hey, it's over. That's stupid. That sucks. That's not what people want to do. People want to play the game. And going on defense is actively stopping the game from being played. A lot of people will complain about team switchers and team stacking and stuff like that, but more often than not, it's better to stack attack than let the game end in 5 seconds. And on a level of personal enjoyment, it's better for, my enjoyment as a player to go on attack and steamroll through a team of people who didn't really stand a chance than it would be to go on defense and get steamrolled because none of my team is going to help. In fact, it's going to be more frustrating because I need their help and they're not helping. And even if I was to get people to all switch over from the attacking team to the defense team, now the game is just stacked in the other way, and then the game just ends, and that's it. And this is really the core problem. Attacking and defense are not even in enjoyment and fulfillment. I was playing with JFJ and Cornhole today, and we just kept going attack after these 12 matches because it's just more fun. JFJ loves to play on Agatha, and he would play on Agatha every single time, but defense is boring. He doesn't want to play defense. He only played defense on these 12 matches because I asked him to. It's not engaging. It's not fun. And the only way to make it fun is to add interesting things to do on defense. You can't just have it be killing people who walk at you. There needs to be more to it. In Chivalry 1, you had cauldrons of boiling oil you could pour on somebody. You had catapults that were placed in very strategic positions that wouldn't just get eaten by the attacking team, like on Lionspire. You had ballistas that were pretty much only usable by defense, and then the attacking team, by the time they get past the ballistas, they're not really useful anymore. There's no reward, even on an enjoyment level, for playing on defense. And the only times this was the case during these 12 matches were matches where it was really, really close. When we had Fleeing Peon and Colin on the other team, it made it really difficult to win on defense because we all had to actually work together because those players are insane. And in those cases, yeah, alright, playing on defense was kind of fun. But that's like, those are people I know those people. I know how good those people are. In most of these games, that's just not the case. It's just not gonna happen. You're not gonna find people who are as good as they are in your normal game. I think team objective as a whole needs a real look at to be more engaging. There's just not enough happening. The reason a lot of the matches in this game are stacked on attack are because most of the people who are stacking attack are good at the game, and they know that playing on defense isn't fun. You know, like when you've got like 30, 40 hours in this game, you might already understand. Oh yeah, defense sucks. I don't want to play it. I want to play attack. That's just how it is. And you know, you've got a lot of people who are like, oh, these fucking scummy team switchers, these team stackers. I get it. I understand the frustration. It is not their fault that defense sucks. And you can say, oh, but you should be on the team anyway. Everybody has to play defense sometimes, right? Why is it fair that you get to only play attack? The answer to that question is unfortunate. If you bought the game, you're entitled to play it in any way you want. I think archers can go fuck themselves, but they're entitled to play archer if they want. They paid for the game. They're allowed to play archer. If they want to play archer, go ahead. I'm allowed to hate it, but they're allowed to do it. If somebody wants to switch to attack, they're allowed to do it. If somebody wants to stack teams all day, they're allowed to do it. Contrary to what Reddit might think, this game, people don't really switch teams to preserve a win rate. The win rate doesn't matter. Winning this game doesn't really matter, other than, you know, your enjoyment of seeing the victory screen, I suppose. A loss on the attacking team might feel more fulfilling to me than a win on the defense team. I don't really care about winning or losing in this game. Obviously, I want to win. I want to do a good job, but there's no preserving win or loss ratios. I don't really think anybody does that because it doesn't matter. The game barely can track stats correctly to begin with. Why do I care? Why would I give a shit about a win or loss ratio? I don't even care about KD. I will gladly throw away 10 lives to go cut one archer's head off across the map. I'll try and kill people with a frying pan or a chair. I don't care. People don't care about stats in this game. This game's silly. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off topic, if I haven't already gotten off topic. Team objective is fucked. Team objective needs a look at. Tornbanner really needs to go back and look at these maps and look at how they play and try and improve that. While they're at it, can we just delete desertion zones already? Can we just get this fucking mechanic out of here? This thing sucks. Anyway, Tornbanner really needs to go back and look at team objective and just spruce the whole thing up. I also think they need to pull out Team Deathmatch entirely and replace it with Battlefield's Conquest mode, but that's another topic for another day. I just wanted to talk about attacking and defending and team stacking and stuff like that, because that's a very actively talked about topic in the Chivalry 2 community. And I hope that some of what I've shown and what I've talked about are insightful. I would hope with my, 2,500 hours, 3,000 hours, whatever the hell I've got on this game, that some of what I'm saying has a bit of credibility, and I hope people understand where I'm coming from, that I don't just play on attack because I want to win. I play on it because I want to have fun. Either way, I'll see you tomorrow with whatever the hell I upload tomorrow. If you'd like me to rant about more topics, please, by all means, leave a comment and tell me what you'd be interested in me talking about. If it's something worth talking about, I can probably do another video like this. I'd also like to really quick thank everybody for, let me go look at my YouTube channel right now and see what it says. Thank you for 5,552 subscribers. I've gained 1,711 subscribers in the past 28 days. And since I've been uploading daily, things have been pretty nice. People have been very kind and supportive of me, and I hope going forward you guys will continue to be very kind and supportive of me. It means a lot. 5,000 people who give a shit about what I have to say is great. It makes me feel really happy. And I'm also, just as a little sneak preview, I'm working on a full Chivalry 2 review where I'm going to go over everything. That is a huge project. I wrote a huge script for it. That's going to take a while to get through. That's going to take a while to edit. It's going to take a while to get together. And the idea is it's going to be done before the Steam release. And then I'll also make a follow-up after the Steam release to talk about that. See you tomorrow. Have a good one.